Hello everyone, and welcome to New World, and Ludo History, and all that jazz. We have not touched this game since last week, so yeah, if you want to try and pull people in. Hello. Axe Hat, welcome. Yeah, if you want to ping people in the Discord afterwards, that would be cool, because the bot seems to be committed to the act of not doing it. Oh boy, we are still very much experiencing some lag. Ooh, better shoes. I don't actually have any real... No, I do have those. There we go. Oh boy. Hopefully this lag sorts itself out. Looks like it's just on the game side, not on stream side, so... I think it's just my computer deciding for no good reason that it wants to eat shit today. Anyway, as you can see, we are still in the extreme early game. I haven't touched this since last week. Even as, you know, Twitch has been, like, playing nothing but this game for a hot second. We have not been. We've been playing other things. So, we are still just gonna try and make our way through. How very interesting. So, anyone who doesn't know, who's just coming in here for the first time because this is what I'm streaming, I am a professional historian of primarily medieval Scandinavia. That's where I have expert level training in, but also the broader Middle Ages and the reception studies, particularly in historical video games. So I presented at multiple conferences internationally about that. Right. And so we're playing this game from that perspective. Which is probably not a thing a lot of people on Twitch are doing. Hello, Shadow, Leander, welcome both of you. So, chat, can you also do me a favor, as more people are slipping in? Can you guys all keep an eye on... Oh, we've only had one Sacerdos, so you haven't missed much. And that was 88% Q Simulator. So... The thing I want chat to kind of help me keep an eye on is... Keep an eye out for either an NPC or a player character. I don't really care which one, but I just want to see how long we go until we spot a person of color. I just want to see, for curiosity's sake more than anything else, how long it takes for us to spot a person of color. Because right now we're at 3 hours and counting. Oh boy. Please don't lag, game. Please don't do this to me. Please don't. What time frame does this take place in? An excellent question. The answer is somewhere between the 16th and the 18th centuries. Our character currently, based off what they're wearing, I would agree, is 18th century, but also can cast magic. But the person that is the tutorial and is the cover art for the game and all that jazz is a conquistador, who's in English conquistador, which means very much 16th century. Yeah, 16th century. So yeah, it's just a generically colonialism, the era. Also, she's looking good. Can I say, over a century? Notably also, though, we are not in the New World, right? We are not in Novus Orbis, i.e. the Americas. We are on an island that they arbitrarily dropped in the dead center of the Atlantic, exactly halfway between them. Maybe, probably, mostly. And so they're like, oh yeah, of course, it totally makes... Sheesh. The game is having 0 frames. So... Wait, what? Why are there 2 different... Oh. I see. We have 2 different places to go. We have those already. Closer to the Azores than the Canaries? But yes. Very much that. Cool. We can see a whole bunch of other places. Fascinating. Oh look, we can actually see a whole bunch of stuff, right? We've got Covenant, we've got, like, Inquisition and Marauders, I think. Whatever. The 3 factions. You can actually see who controls each faction at each given time. Sadly, we have to pick one at some point, and all of them are bad people. So I don't really want to do that, but I don't really have a choice to do that either. We're also nowhere close to... Oh. Game. I'm really hoping this is a my computer thing and not a the game just runs like this thing. Cause, game better not just run like this. Please no Inquisition. Duly noted. Also, hi Jake, how you doing? Oh yeah. Yeah, no, there's armor as early as the 14th century. Most of it is 15th, 16th century, even for the plate armors, but I've seen a couple things that look like they're late 14th century. Also, there's taxes in this game. So as this loads... I wonder if it actually has the cost marked. What can we actually buy? We could buy a life staff, since we don't have one of those. We could buy an ice gauntlet, since we don't have any of those. It's tempting. What can we actually afford? Where do we have our money? Actually, right there. Okay. Is this a better one than we have? Does it actually say what we've got anywhere? Well. Oh. Of course, it's an MMO, so it's an actual, like, live market. Grr. I can't just sell things. We have to actually, like, put in effort in weird things. Amazing. Amazing. Okay. Oh yeah, look at that guy's... Well, we can take a look at these two, since they're vibing. I mean, he's full fantasy. This dude here, the hammer is full fantasy, the leather armor is full fantasy, the kettle helm is 16th century, the leg armor is 16th century, the shield I'd say is... I mean, a fancy variant, but like, I don't know, 13th century? His shield is earlier. This shield is like 11th century. Or 10th, maybe. But his outfit is Assassin's Creed. Assassin's Creed out of 10. Okay. Well, that's fair. We will continue doing main quest stuff through this town, I guess. And then after that, we're just going to kind of pick a direction and start walking. Start lagging out? Really, it has no reason to be lagging like this. I even restarted my computer recently, so it shouldn't be doing this. Notably, oh. Fancy. What is this Harlequin ass? Excuse me? Excuse me. Wood, stone, and rawhide. Fine. Looks like we're going out into the world and just, like, mining some shit. That makes sense. Wow. Other players running past is just a lot. Other players running past continues to be just a lot to deal with. And down the stairs and into the world. Look at all this world. My hope is that we can get through... Okay, by mining boulders, yeah? Don't know, do I not have a pick equipped? I do have a pick equipped. Okay. Let me pick up these rocks. Why are you not letting me pick up rocks? Video game. Don't be like this. Oh, because we're still in town, aren't we? I think we are still in town. Yep. Huh. So much space. Upcoming invasion, upcoming war, upcoming invasion. And we are not nearly strong enough for any of them. Wow. The mad scientists appear to be dominating the map right now. Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay then. This is an MMO, Blues. There we go. Finally, it's let me start collecting stuff. And let me ruin my my frame rate by committing fire on things. Come on. Not even a little bit afraid of you. Oh. Sorry. Understandable. You gotta get to bed. See ya. We have now set fire to the board, which is not really what we needed to do, but it's efficient. Wild. There we go. And Rapier Mastery. Hooray. Wow. The mobs here are nothing to joke about. That's flint, not... Oh, come on. Where are these boulders I can mine? Give me more boulders. Can I just steal this person's fence? That's totally legitimate, right? Just yoink their fence, call it a day? Good lord. Well, that's bad. What the heck? Who hit me? How did he hit me? Wait. Like 4 of them just spawned on top of me, so that's awkward. I cannot just use the shield. No. If I could use the shield, I would be using the shield. The rapier does not have a block attack that involves the shield. Okay, Jesus Christ, this lag is so bad. I truly cannot see anything. You done? You done? Thank you. Wow. Okay. I am potentially grinding by fighting boars, yes. Guys, is this watchable? I'll be honest. It's not feeling playable. Which is weird. It should be fine. Right, there's no reason for it to be reacting like this. And lagging this badly. Here, actually, let me just try something. See if I can't do something to free up some RAM. Because I'm guessing that's what it is. It's just that the RAM is bad. So while this is mining, I'm just going to quick close browsers. And then see if that frees up enough stuff to make it run stably. Thinking. There we go. Because it was fine the other day. So, hopefully this frees up the process. Oh, that is looking much better. Okay, because it was running at to the point of whenever I entered combat, I literally couldn't see a damn thing. So looks like we fixed it though. Looks like we have very mostly fixed it. Hopefully now not getting ourselves into stupid problems. Hopefully. Really hoping. Yeah, apparently, and I've left browser open for multiple days now, so that one's probably on me. But it is an absolute RAM hog. I mean, I've got, what, 16 RAMs? 16 gigs of RAM on this computer, and I had no spare. So, yeah. It's not a shock by any metric that it is like that. But that's on me for not prepping thoroughly enough. Looks like we fixed that problem though, so we shall continue. And in that continuing, has anyone spotted a person of color yet? Or have we been seeing exclusively white people? Did I just make one? That was dumb of me. I can make 22. So let's make 22. Yeah, level 6. Just like that. I will say, I do like this. Sort of. I half like this. Is it okay to only half like this? So as we look at their tannery station... Hello? NPC? Thanks. So, the thing I like about it, first and foremost, that knife. That knife is a late variant. In fact, you can see also the variant here of the knives that are used to scrape hides in the preparation to stretch them into either leather or into parchment. So this is very, very much a historically accurate touch for anywhere from the really, I guess, actually you could say as early as like Carolingian, maybe even earlier than that. So as early as like 8th or 9th century, all the way through to probably the 16th century, you're seeing these in regular use. And then, even into the present day, people who make vellum use a knife very similar to this. The part I don't like about this, though, why does your hide still have fur on it? I mean, I suppose if you're treating this as a truly as just a drying rack in order to sell the fur, that's fine. But it doesn't look like they're doing that, because watch, if you're looking at our actions, we're scraping the hide. Our animation right in the back there is very, very much scraping the hide. Which means we'd be scraping off all the hair. Which means, we're not using that knife for treating that into leather. Because in order to do this, we should have whatever, Okay, this is a shipping container specifically for furs, so I'm not worried about that. Well, hello, Purple. Gee whiz, I'm glad you're around. I'm not glad they're around. They seem like a scary faction. It's a very common thing that games do. I'm not surprised by it. Right? I'm in no way, shape, or form surprised by that. So, it is just quite amusing to me that you're having half of a leather preparation and half of a fur preparation, and you're just kind of smooshing the two together. Stone cutting table, stone cutting table. Fair enough. 15 stone blocks. Oh yes, we shall just hammer our fragments of rock together. Brilliant. Brilliant. You love to see it. Well, hello, Blue. OSP YouTube. Welcome. Can we pet them? And can I steal his hat? Let me pet. Aww, good boy. I cannot pet the pet. It makes me sad. I know, what a scam. Doesn't immediately let you pet all dogs. 0 out of 10, bad game. Anyway though, right, the reason, chat, why I asked you guys to help me look... Hey look, we found a player character who is a person of color. Because I realized after the first stream that despite what the character creator lets you do, there is not a single... Huh. Okay. Takes a lot of cash to do that. Takes a lot of cash to do that. But there is not a single NPC in the first 3 hours of the game that is a person of color. So despite what the player creator lets us do, in terms of letting us have different gender and race presentations without comment or coupling to other physical aspects, all the NPCs are Euro, and all the texts are Euro. Which reminds me, by the way, I need to show you guys... Woohoo, level 9. Uh-huh. Right. She is dressed... Yes, 18th century, but notably not wearing female... Oh, no active projects. But not wearing women's clothing, which is not a problem. I will never complain about that, because who cares? To be honest, who cares? If you care about what an NPC in a historical game is wearing, it's focusing on mostly the wrong thing. Hey, look at that. I wanted 15th century plate armor. There you go. But yeah, right, the initial framing is so heavily Euro that it feels like it cannot be coincidental. And that's gross. Not a fan of that. Anyway, I do want to go down the main drag here, because there was something over by the entrance, I seem to remember, that was just like a lot to deal with. Was it right here? Was it this De Magnete? No. Where is De Magnete? Give me that book. Because I ran into it right when I walked in the first time, and was so shook I need to go find it again so I can continue to be shook. Houses, houses, houses. Houses? Grr. Stop, I don't want to buy houses, I just want to find the books in the market stalls. I wonder if it's down here. Nope, that's kitchen. I should use the kitchen though. Because I don't actually have any things that are useful. Travel ration, energizing light ration. Yeah, let's make all three of those. I can make more mushrooms fairly easily. Amazing. Woohoo. Cooking has improved. Slightly. Housing. Housing. Where is it? While I'm looking for it, I can tell you what we're gonna find. We're going to find a book, or a commentary on De Magnete. That's unyielding balance. This is different. Yep, no. Actually, maybe it's just in our documents here. I wonder if we can just see it in documents. Chronicles, Tales of First Light, there it is. Found it. Hooray for decent menus. As my full treatise of De Magnete successfully made the journey to Aeternum with me, having no knowledge of others with copies of their own, falls to me to continue Gilbert's investigations into the nature of the magnet. As he states, knowledge of magnets is present across all of the world, from the earliest Greek and Jewish and Egyptian scholars to far and distant China, with many years of study being dedicated to their effects. Here in this Terra Aeternum, I may unlock a new path of research. My days off influence these magnets in some way. Will they redirect the needle to a new north? Will they improve and enhance the capabilities of magnets? Only time and experimentation will tell. So, chat, take bets. Which part of it shook me? Which part of it? Thank you for the 450 bits, Jake. Jesus, man. You do so much to support the channel. I love you for it. How do magnets work? This is, in fact, how do... Fucking magnets, man. How do they work? But Raptoris got it. Judaism. Judaism just exists canonically in the game world. Which means it's not that we're in some fancy realm. I mean, we are in some fancy realm. But we are in, like, a super strict... Some sort of super duper strict hewing to historical reality all thing world. Yeah, that was a coherent sentence. Don't ask about it. That's the question. Does that mean Christianity and Islam also exist? See, I would kind of assume yes. I would assume that yes, that means until evidence given otherwise. And honestly, even if we have things that suggest otherwise, that we should just assume that Christianity exists. Which is, real funky, as it turns out. Did the Romans convert to Christianity? Did Luther live? Did the Protestant Reformation happen? What an excellent question. Oh, you by your name are Korean, so that's something. I guess we take that. Oh, this is very fun. You're right. Because there are Romans that have made it to Eternum in the lore of this game. Oh, that's very funny. You're right, Blue. Uh-huh. 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 Thank you. Alright, where's our smelter? That's an arcane smelter. Here's our smelter. We shall make... Oh. What are we missing? We're missing the iron ore, which... Fair. From the... Oh, duh, because there's a heavy satchel in my inventory. I should have expected that. Things, stuff, places... Open. Bunch of rawhide, bunch of iron ore. Nice. And different pants. Let us see if these new pants are better. These new pants are mechanically better, but they're fashionably worse. And as we all know, fashion souls. Late game Zoroastrian Easter egg. Oh, that'd be freaking great. Absolutely fabulous. Let's just make 22 of those because I've got a feeling we need as many of them as we can. Also, gets us free to level 5 smelting. Because this game continues the process of... We need to make one of those. I guess that makes sense. Cool. Let us continue making things, because I want to see what else we can make. Special resource. Boar blood. Let's do that. Nice. Now we can exit the station and equip a significantly better... Huh. Significantly better. 80 damage, 101 damage. With plus 5 strength, plus 2 focus attached to it. Okay, that's fine. We're also going to bind that item, because I don't actually care. What else can we make? What else are we able to make? We're not able to make any of these. Fair play. Fair play. Alright. G Silver, you are correct. It is in the middle of the Atlantic. But in the opening cutscene, we did see a Chinese junk. Which I would assume is Ming Dynasty, but could be earlier than that. Uh-oh. We have big protagonist energy. They just said that we have big protagonist energy. Also, you canonically have a crush on riches, and I do not accept comments on this topic right now. Also, what a name. What a fucking name. Albert Riches. Game, tab out. Thank you. There we go. And you are way the hell up there for reasons. Okay. They do love their verticality here, don't they? We're going to break down our ships and turn them into stairs. Nothing but stairs. Only stairs all the time. Or we're just gonna, like, wait. How the fuck? Chat, does anyone... Does anyone want to take bets as to how the hell they got the ship up here? Just like... That's like a 30-foot deadlift. Yeah, we built a ship here and then... Oh, shit. Nobody saw that. Nobody saw a thing. We're fine. But yeah, we built a ship up there and then we wrecked it and then we propped it up. Because we realized that we put it in a stupid spot. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I mean, sure, right? There is the technology to do a 30-foot deadlift with very careful crane shenanigans, but a fully intact ship of this size weighs a very, very large amount. Right, I won't take guesses as to how much, but we're looking at hundreds of, realistically, dozens to hundreds of tons. Thank you. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Sure. And maybe not wear, like, teeth that close to your forehead. Running away from the boat, because that's the first thing to crash. Cool. We can just make a camp out by the... somewhere. Out by the Howling Falls. Do we know where that is? Have you told us where that is? Game, have you told us where that is, or are we supposed to guess? I suppose there's a point. I guess we can do that. That's fine. More decks. Just all the decks. It gives more damage to my rapier, which is the point. By the way, I pretty much always run rapier if I have the option, chat. So, but, you know, we do have a command that says, change my gear. So if you want me to not do that, you can, in fact, make me not do that. For a measly 1200 channel points, you can make me use any weapon that is actually in my inventory. You cannot ask me to use weapons I do not have, because duh. So we're heading way at bushes. Bushes. Mining, mining. I'll let you know after I finish whacking a boulder. Nailed it. We've got long swords, we have bows, we have spears. That's about all we've got. We've got long swords, we've got bows, we've got spears. Officer's Pants of the Fighter. Now see, that is a fashion improvement. Because we all know putting ostentatious gems in our pants makes for perfect sense. Peter, you are in good luck. Fire. I can have 2 weapons on at a time. And the other one is a bow. Well, this should be interesting. I have 0 melee... Oh, I have 0 arrows. What? Fine. I have 72 arrows. Well, this should be exciting. Hello? Well, high value damage numbers. Really high value damage numbers coming off of that. I mean, Blue, you understate how many time periods are represented here. Right, the farthest we can get is identified 1800, except we also have things like random ass, like, fantasy witches' helmets, or witches' hats, which date us into, well into, the 20th century, when those aesthetics emerge. So, we are getting to the bare minimum. Bare minimum. 500 BC to 1900. Notably, you know, with those old things, they are consistently camping restricted in landmarks. Oh, that's fair. I guess I will go stand in right there. Build a camp. Hooray. Nailed it. Ah, yes. Some wood, some green wood and a flint is sufficient to do that. I guess we'll make all of these. Oh no, I don't know how many. 250 arrows. Well, that's fair. We shouldn't be running out of arrows anytime soon. Oh, good. What nuts do we get? We get nut-flavored nuts. They're walnuts, which means I'm not... Wait, what? Hold up. The things we picked up off the ground were pine cones. The animation, however, very clear, or the item show clearly has walnuts. Ow. Fucking hell. Ow. Ow. Please. Please. Nailed it. I suppose I should heal. That's in 3 for bread. Yeah, that heals us pretty quick. So there's one. Gotta say, I'm not... oh. So the wolf I killed didn't count, because I killed the wolf too far away. I would like to say thank you, Mr. Bezos. Very kind of you. Alright. Good night, Jake. Thank you so much for showing up. Oh boy. Parkour. This is not going well as parkour. I will admit this is maybe suboptimal as a route. I'm not an expert, but I think I may have done a little bit of a what if Skyrim solution instead of an actual sensible path. I super did. This is wild. Okay. Fair enough. Let's try this again. This time with something. Sensible plays, sensible pathing. Also, what trees are these? Hi. G Silver, there probably are. We just haven't found any yet. But at the same time, I mean, we're still in the super duper duper early game, right? We're still in like the first arc, as far as we're concerned. Which I'm hoping to get through today, at least ideally. That would be the hope, is that we get through that. There's a wolf. Oh boy. What is aim? Ow. Bow mastery. Hooray. I got a hat for it. Heck yes. The wolf dropped a hat. Amazing. Okay. Oh my god, it's fabulous. It goes terribly with the tonsure, but it's got pretty flowers on it, so we take it. Well, hello, Cosmonaut. Welcome. What do you mean? What do you mean I haven't killed what was the what? Video game? What do you think the wolf I just killed was? Honestly. Oh, those are brown wolves. Well, that would do it. What are the howlers? Are they up top? That wasn't a hit? Do I have a... What is the arrow? Okay, that aggroed him. Doggo? Doggo? Please get hit. Ow. Crap. These... Well, this is suboptimal. I will admit this is not ideal. But we're doing okay. Never mind. We are not doing okay. We're going to pretend we're doing okay. I hope that we don't aggro this boar on top of everyone else. Nailed it. That was flawless, and I will hear no critiques of it. Oh yeah, I can just do this. Nom 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 nom. So, let's see if we can, no. Well, this guy proper like? Well, that's fair. We got it. We were fine. It's fine. We did fine. That's another brown wolf. I don't care. Whoa. What's your deal? Fair enough. Your deal is question marks. Mr. Wolf, don't hurt me. Oh, that's a howler wolf. What makes this wolf meaningfully different from all the other wolves, apart from the quest says so? I think it's just that the quest says so, to be honest. It's 100% that the quest says so. I mean, there's no real reason to assume these are Alaskan timber wolves. But also, the wolves are actually, I think, relatively right. In a genre that usually makes these... Whoa, that clipped through a face. Right, given the extent to which games tend to make wolves actually way too small, I don't hate this. Wow. Please die. Freshwater. Not quite what I was trying to gather, but that's fine. Oh yeah. And that's fair. Right, these are definitely bigger than Euro wolves. Is that another howler? Well, someone's a howler. Brown wolf. Ow. Hey. Wow. I got that snipe. I didn't think I'd get that snipe. The person wearing is dressed very early modern. Requiescat in pace and omnia pat. Hang on, wait. We're good. I'm tonsured, that means I'm a priest. In nomine Patre, et Filii, et Spiritus Sanctu, requiescat in pace, amen. Nailed it. Okay, so there's 3. Oh, there you are. Oh, you know, I haven't put up any abilities yet on this. Ow. There's a large part of my problem. In that, hey, sir. Sir. We have ability upgrades. Leap back and shoot an arrow dealing more damage. Well, that's fair. That seems very helpful. Wait, did I not get it? Why did I not get it? Hello, Howler Wolf. Just, like, don't aggro on me? The aggro on these enemies is also super weird. Why do I not... Okay. Nailed it. Well, hello, hello, AC. I see you in chat now. Welcome. Okay, I'm sure I bought... Oh, I didn't commit... I didn't commit either of those. Well, there's my problem. Commit points. There we go. Now we have them. And now we have to go all the way across town. All the way across. Oh, crap. Oh, that's bad. Let me just, like, bail. We're fine. We're fine. It's all fine. Nothing to see here. Don't mind me. I'm following this person's strategy of just get the heck out of town. I want the squash, though. It's October. We need to go pumpkin carving. Ah, boo. No squash for me. That's alright. At least I pulled aggro for everyone else in the area. Yay, backtracking. Because, yeah, this is a place we walked past on the beginning and did a bit of grinding in. So... Hope y'all are ready for more of that. Luckily, we can probably just vibe and steal other people's campsites when we get over there. Because there will be plenty. I do also want to grab a couple more resources on the way, because... Even though oh look, we got nutmeg. From these totally, definitely nutmeg. And cinnamon. Ah yes. You know, these here, well known as the cinnabar. Oh god, keeping track of time here must be such a mess. You're right. The moment we start getting into the practicalities here, that just gets worse and worse. Oh my goodness. Wow. Y'all really did a number on this path, didn't you? We have not... So much... No, you know... Blue, you say that, and I hear you, and I would agree with you, except for one tiny problem of that the entirety of the conflict is based around these factions, which are just arbitrary stereotypes of, like, hyper-religious paladins doing inquisitions, people who don't like ethics committees, and I don't even remember what the third one is. The Dark Brotherhood? I think it's just the Dark Brotherhood. Let's see. Map. Map, do you say anything useful here? Who is green? Is controlled by the Marauders. Okay, so no. Sorry, it's we like punching people, the literal Inquisition, and people who don't like ethics committees. I guess we're going over here. Oh yeah, that's right. We did go across this. Nope, not what I wanted to do. I wanted to hit that button. And as usual, conversations here devolve into talking about how weird medieval Ireland is. Quite fairly, too. They'd be so confused. But yes, the hyssop, well known for being a source of cinnamon and nutmeg. Oh good, squash. We can now fulfill our pumpkin dreams. Hooray! Ow. Yeah, still hit me. Quite rude of you, honestly. Okay, what loot did you drop? The sharp wolf thing. Well, that's just quest items. I wanted more silly hats. New World, right, at least if you're going to do a colonialism, at least give me hats to remember it by. I'm just saying. I'd be far more forgiving. Nailed it. Oh, what? That wasn't a kill? Quite rude of you. This is also just a quest item. Oh, and a sword. And a sword. Also because they were Catholic. Don't forget, Blue, you can also disown them because they're Catholic. Anything with time travel is going to have really weird intersections. And just the pigeon cultures that will emerge from it are going to be really cool. If only they remember to, you know, actually... I don't think I hit that turkey. Nailed it. First try, every try. A tier list of games by their respect with regards to historical silly hats. See, that is... Ah, I whiffed. Sir. Well, actually, I don't... No, I don't... I need the that first. We're actually going to decline that, though. Wait, what's going on there? By the way, also shoutouts to these turkeys for apparently being able to vibe with a bunch of wolves literally right there. Sir. Sir. What? Fine, we will trade. What are you actually trying to give me, though? I don't really have a lot here. Oh, you're just trying to... I don't even know what I've got that you'd want. Oh no. Have like a shit ton of rawhide. Cool. And like that, because I don't need any of those. And a bunch of milk. I gave him a bunch of milk. I think he just wanted to give me a shit ton of food, because it seems like he's one of those who helps new players. Which is fair. We appreciate that. Oh god. Ha. Oh no, turns out the emperors just start getting murdered by the Praetorian Guard all the time. Imagine a 1st century Roman, well... Why would a 1st century Roman even be, like, coming out here? Romans didn't like boats that much. G Silver there would, By this time period, you could have people actually trying to go here in order to try and find out about Leifur Eriksson. Because he's been translated... Right, I think... let's see. Krimagaya 1610. Don't think Krimagaya mentions it, though. There was in fact a trireme, right? They had to have gone. But I'm trying to think about, like, who's actually around. They did have Viking Loundskeep as well. So... Fair enough, but... Wow, look at how pink his weapons are. Also, did the guy who was the guy who was trading with us have a Roman gladiator helm? Wait. Wait, I only just processed that. Was he wearing a Retiari helm? Uh-huh. Also, not only is he Scottish, but he's a barbaric Scotsman who wears wolf hides to prove how badass he is. I'm encumbered. I guess we're gonna go to storage. I mean, the game doesn't say who made it here first. The game has in no way, shape, or form said or implied that the first modern people to get here were Spanish. Sorry, I need to figure out where the heck the storage is. That's the tannery, that's the arcane repository, that's the trading post, there's the storage shed. We're just gonna slow walk. In the meantime, acknowledge the fact that he is... well, almost entirely, I'd say, later 17th century. You, sir, have a lot going on. Nice hat. That's 90, whoa. And then Napoleonic. As is regrettably common in MMOs, yes, did in fact fall into a Kadikani machine. Also, we're just slow vibing, because there's also a lot of stuff happening over there, wherever over there is. Oh, that doesn't help us zoom in at all. Sir, you have a full-on, like, let's be generous and say 2-ton jousting helm. To avoid saying question marks. God, half the fun of this game is gonna be just people watching and trying to make snap judgments. Ooh, look at that early modern Italian floppy hat. You love to see it. Okay, now what can actually drop in here that's not actually important? I can't even do fishing yet, so I guess we can drop those, but that's not really the 84 the 100 light rations would be our problem, I would say. Can I split, like, join those together? No? No? Can I put the 54 of those all in the same plate? No. I cannot. Fine. Fine. I guess we'll drop the ammo, because I don't have a gun. We'll drop the crappy sword. We'll drop the extra thing. We'll drop the crappier sword. We'll drop the crappy rapier. We'll drop the crappy sword. Drop you, drop you, drop you, drop you. Drop my starting gear because it's all bad. Leather gloves, the inferior... Wait. Why? I have better leather gloves, why am I not wearing them? Okay. Success? Cinnamon. Nutmeg. I guess success. We are nowhere close to encumbered now, right? Yeah, we're only... I've got... We're being cautious and keeping our options open. Because if I wouldn't keep at least one of all the weapons we've got... Yeah, hang on, look at this guy. Get your ass over here. I just want to look at your hat. Nice hair, dude. Nice Revolutionary War. Okay, no, that is not Roman. Blessedly. I don't think that's Roman. Right, it's got this big, giant, like, 16th century Mauryan kettle helm type thing. Right. I don't know if I classify that as actually Roman. Oh, sure. Exactly. A Mauryan but looks like the face of a Murmillo. That seems plausible enough. And where am I going? I'm talking to you. That's what I'm doing. Yes, quite. Definitely a compliment. Totally. Right. So Marauder, you know, it's pirates, assassins, and, like, Inquisition. Right. So... I suppose... Chat, who are we going to play? Which faction are we siding with? Oh, good lord, sir. Sir, what the hell is your outfit? Sir. I have several questions. Oh good, your name's an archaeologist. I'm sure that's fine. I'm sure that's definitely 100% accurate and not a problem. We got one vote for the Syndicate to go boo ethics committees. Which, you know, fair enough. Oh, good. Religion. 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 So they have shaved everything off of keep faith. Shall we rejoice? Humankind's oldest enemy is gone. Death is... Okay, let me read that again, but slower. Make sure I got that right. Keep faith. Shall we rejoice? Humankind's oldest enemy is gone. Death is dead. We have reached the promised land, yet there are some who call it a false promise. This land seeks our ruin, they cry, but even more dangerous are the enemies within. Moral weakness blinds us to the truth. Those who live in the dark can never recognize paradise. But where eyes fail, faith sees. The Covenant carries the spark. In our time of need, the spark carries us. Its clarity is our greatest gift. We bring the light of the spark to the darkest corners. We keep it shining at any cost against any foe, and one day it will shine bright enough to reveal paradise itself. Are we playing as the fucking Mormons? Is that what we're doing? Is that who this faction is? Is it just the Mormons? Cause, oh boy, Rule 1. The sheer Protestant energy coming off of that statement. Like, there's Protestant energy and then there's Protestant energy. That had the most Protestant energy you could have ever asked for. Oh my god. So, someone clip that and send it to Reed? Please? Cause I'm sure there's a 19th century Protestant sect that, does a lot of that. Oh, fast travel points. I just have a feeling. You know... Can we actually climb the boat, or is it, where are we? Where go, what do? I see person. Oh, there are stairs. Like, I'm not actually gonna say, like, it's any particular sect, but that is the energy that gave off in ludicrous quantities. Is that that is a 19th century offshoot sect of American religion, of American Christianity, that is treating paradise as something both earthly and discoverable. Which is a whole lot. Just a whole lot. Pueral desires from the Journal of Commander Edwin of the Marauders, First Light. Should just crush them all right now, Pact be damned. What use of the Pact is known does anything? If I were leading the Marauders, I'd make sure that things happened. Force those Syndicate cowards to give over what they've researched, and wipe the sanctimonious smirk off the face of the Covenant with my blade if I had to. Commander Joshi is a great woman, but the others bind her hands. If the weak were meant to rule, it wouldn't be so easy to get rid of them, would it? I'll talk with her about it more next time I see her. Well, glad you're a reasonable person who that this will totally be fine with. Let's get ourselves some more health. I don't have strong vibes on the health there. Decrease trading tax. And before this island develops death truthers who think that the Aeternum is a government conspiracy? Yeah, probably. In fact, almost certainly. Hello. Yar har ho. He better break into a Yar har ho song. We be pirates, but on land. The West Country is strong in this one. Because he's using, the stereotypical pirate accent, which is pretty much entirely the work of one person. Right? The invention of that as an accent that people can use is entirely down to the first major film adaptation of Treasure Island. And the portrayal of Long John Silver in that. The actor who played it was from the West Country, and used his West Country accent as the thing, and it is so ubiquitous that it immediately became associated with pirates. As, like, the primary relevant entity. Oh, yes. How many rules does this one break? The answer is, of course, yes. Tincture? Who ever heard of tincture? Why have tincture when you can have 3 different shades of blue? Well then. Chat, who we playing as? As I said, ethics committee violations? Oh, syndicate's charter. Well, that's not the... There we are. Okay, Christianity totally exists. Newton exists, Christianity has to exist. You cannot separate Newton from Christianity. All worlds are bound by certain natural laws. A scientist's job is to know them. Thanks to Newton, we now know that the small echoes the large. The Song of the Spheres is the same tune as a falling apple. With the microscope came knowledge of... we're past Van Leeuwenhoek. Came knowledge of invisible life, too small to see, yet all around us. These discoveries didn't change the world because they have always been true, but they changed us, humankind. We have grown. Knowledge is transformative creation's most powerful force. There is much we still don't know about Aeternum. Hang on. Why don't people die? What animates the lost? Who were the ancients? We must ask questions to find answers. We have just scratched the surface of the secret depths this place holds. It must be studied and understood, regardless of the cost, and once we understand reality, we can start to improve it. All rational beings are welcome in the Syndicate. Join us, help us draw back the veil. Now hang on, we totally... Okay, we missed it. We must have missed a thing over there. Commander Joshi has again proposed that we carry the fight to the north, and while the day will come that we must do this, the time is not yet right. I and the rest of my brethren are certain that we will uncover something that will give us an edge over the corruption. The ancients must have had some way of fighting against it. Perhaps there are too few in the end, or there was not enough time. But halfwit Amano tried to say that the ancients fell because they lacked faith. That the Covenant is stronger than the ancients were because of it. God throttled her right then. We must not be hasty, and I must control my temper. Hey! A lot like old missionary rhetoric from what I've read around the turn of the century. Nailed it! Absolutely nailed it. So, yeah, we have Newton, and we have the microscope, which means we presumably have Anton van Leeuwenhoek. Van Leeuwenhoek died in 1723, but we could arguably push it a bit. Let's see, it should be 1780s that he made the... Oh, sorry, 1680s. 1668 is the Van Leeuwenhoek microscope. So we could be pre-1700 by a smidge, but realistically, I think it's fair to say that we are well into the 18th century. Which means several things. Several whole-ass things at the same time. Processing that information first. Consult with the wait. Yeah, you're the magistrate. So before we choose, to finish that thought, if we are in the 18th century, and we are otherwise, precisely preserving world history... actually... things just really go off the rails the moment we get into this, because, of course, the material extraction... We can change factions every 120 days. Well, that's neat. That's helpful, but 120 days is a long time. I mean, that's like 3 times a year. We will probably have played all we are going to play in this game by the time on stream, by the time 120 days pass. Okay, but like we didn't choose which one we were going to. Ah, okay. We have to go talk to the one that's relevant. Chat, which one is... actually, no. Hold up just a second here. Music will cut out. We're making a poll. Marauders, Yar, and, Covenant. Duration is the next 3 minutes. Start poll. Voila. Have a poll. Oh, Chad, oh no. I did a dumb thing. There has been music this whole time, AC, and until you said something, I didn't realize that I didn't unmute the thing. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. We have had voice acting and everything the whole way. Oh gosh, that was a dumb mistake. Remember, get your votes in. In the meantime, as we continue to go people watching, do I even want to know why you have a baseball cap with a neck guard? Or with a nose guard? Like, that's not even a real helmet, that's just a baseball cap. With leather cheek guards and a nose guard. What the heck is this hat? And Marauder McPunchyman. Medievalist fantasy gauntlets. Look at the overblown gorget. And the pauldrons. And the bracer. And the surcoat. Just a lot happening here. Just several whole things happening at the same time. Look, AC, while I appreciate the attempt to salvage this, just accept that this is too scuffed for... is too scuffed for identification and is in fact just a baseball cap. Also, are you just... You're wearing a very strange outfit. Just in general. It's a good look, except for the blue. But very, very fancy piratical. Right? This is... what's her name? Changsha? This is a Chinese fantasy pirate with a priest's hat. Okay. Looks like we are committing several ethics committee violations, and we're just going to laugh while we're doing it. Because with 5 votes, we are strongly in favor of the syndicate. With 2 votes, we have definitely not just the Protestant Reformation. And with only 1 vote to be Yar. So that's a clear majority. Let's commit some ethics violations.
I see inquisitive sparkle in your eye. It is the same with us all. Knowledge stands above all.
This is a terrible decision, by the way. This is also the game doing a dumb thing, just for the record. Well then, thank you for the Tier 1 gift subs. OSP YouTube. 5 Tier 1 gift subs for ethics violations. You'll love to see it. Everyone, you know what to do. Emote spams. Complete faction PvP missions to regain control of a territory. We can turn on the flags for PvP. Select our faction, the Syndicate. God, proud warriors who fight with honor for glory and self-improvement. Clever disciples who fight with cunning for the sake of truth and progress. Divine champions who fight with conviction for righteousness and justice. What a dumbass way to describe all of these guys. They're all terrible people.
Now that you are one of us, you will have access to vast knowledge in time. But first, I have a challenge for you.
Yeah, we'll get to that in a moment. Where's press F1? Press F1. No? No.
Now that you are
Okay.
one of us, we will see when you have joined the syndicate because you do not wish to spend eternity wallowing in ignorance.
No. Silver, you're giving them too much credit here. You're giving them far too much credit here. They are not Gnostic extremists. They are rational, enlightened centrists who are smart people and do smart stuff.
The truth, of course, and the price it demands. One of our number failed in Dayspring Winds, and many research notes were lost. Recover them, and we will talk.
Right. This absolutely sets up the traditional breakdown of fantasy factions and wars of spirituality versus rationality, because those two things are totally opposed. And then adds a third faction for fun, that is, who gives a fuck about either of those things? We punch people. Implying, of course, that pirates and bandits in general had neither spirituality nor rationality and just enjoyed the act of punching. To say that this misrepresents people, just like in general people, would be an understatement. Thank you for trying to lag my game by chopping down a tree, sir. What is this? Sacred ground. Well, let's just yoink everything here, because we don't believe in the sacred. Hooray! Hooray. Nailed it. You know, I say the ethics I was expecting more ethics violations than what this request actually appears to be. This request very much appears to be right now us shooting zombies. Which honestly isn't a whole lot of ethics. But let's throw some theory in here. The theory is that rabbits are tasty. The verdict is still TBD. Dang it. That was a good attempt. Ow. Alright, chat. Respectively, we might have to try something else here. Because, this sure as hell isn't working. Hello, Technicon. We have joined the ethics committee violations, so I think that sums up a lot about how we're doing. By the way, chat reminder, you guys can change my weapon, what weapons I'm using, to anything I have in my inventory at any time. Yeah, rapier. Blue, you understand my vibe. You understand my vibe perfectly. I feel like that's a low bar. Oh, Ow. Come on, die. There we go. Okay. Search chests for abandoned research notes in Daylight Mills. Well, that's fair. Is it right here? Oh, that's a random ass supply crate. Hey, it was right there. Nailed it. Oh, crap. Well, that guy's horrible. Don't like that at all. That's actually terrible. Solidly not a fan. Well, this is going well. Nom nom. Kiting, the bravest. Truly brave, Sir Robin. Other guy got behind me. That's bad. Well, it's good for a rapier rank, though. Hey, sir. Sir. I mean, that... Oh, stop it. You're fine. You don't... Ow. Come on. Please don't aggro me, please don't aggro me, please don't aggro me, please don't aggro me. They are in fact what those animations are. But if you look at the rapier we're using, we're actually not using a civilian rapier. The blade is way too long and heavy to be used for the stab-exclusively civilian rapiers of, say, French, Italian, Spanish, German dueling culture in the early modern period. It looks far more like we're using what can be termed a war rapier. I think inaccurately, I don't think it's a very good name for it, but for the class of small swords that would actually be used on the field as sidearms. Meanwhile, awfully medieval looking village here, TBH. Oh god, these guys are owning me. Don't mind me, just gonna figure out your tells eventually. Nice! We have gotten a bunch of stuff. First things first, that coat is way better. Yes. Oh my god, we look absurd. I love it. A big fan. Big fan of that. Craft mods. Quest items. Are those not... Do we not have any gems? I thought we might have had gems. Because we have a spot with a gem socket, but no gems to put in there yet. Sag. Look, we look absurd, and I have never been happier. Aw, bunny. Oh crap, that's bad. Hi, don't mind me? Okay. Ow. Also, I mean, just don't mind me. Rapier. Rapier says do more. 5% on targets when you do stuff. Stamina, not super important. Maybe we go for... Maybe we go for that. And then also, we had another thing on fire staff, didn't we? Damage increased. Max mana, increase the range of flamethrower. Explosions. Oh, that's neat. Enjoying all of that. Hey, stop it. You're fine. Ah, whiffed it. Shame. Huh. That's a whole lot of things, Takakami. I'm glad you got that sorted, though. By the way, I will say, something that probably isn't communicated, if I had to take a guess, in the playing of this game, is the fact that this is extremely satisfying to play. Ah. Like, this is extremely fun, just as a game. So, fair play to them for that. Regardless of how much we criticize it, this game is extremely fun, and I do not want to say otherwise for anyone who does enjoy this game. Okay, we'll read that when we're not in mortal danger. All the time. Because we only have 4 of the 6 here, which means we got a lot of... Oh, shit, what the... Okay. Yep. Nope. Nope, we are not nearly strong enough for that. Not nearly strong enough for that. So, y'all have good luck with that. Loot. We could upgrade from a hat. Nah. Like, we got a Forsaken Helm, which almost certainly means, oh, here's a Retcher, so that's probably, you know, what we're looking for and where? Potentially. Nope. I didn't see anything in there. Didn't get anything to there. Anyway, let's look at this little town while we're looking around. And dealing with all these guys. Ow. Botched that. Oh no, I did get the hit off. Nice. I wasn't sure I got that hit off. Where else could these be? Maybe in the lighthouse over there? Because there are still 2 somewhere. I don't see them. Rip. Goodbye, bun. Oh, there's one. Ah, shit. Buttons. Buttons. Abandoned research notes and a bunch of tannin. Okay. Fair enough. Where else can we go? One more over somewhere. I'm just going to assume over there. Anyway, thing that stands out to these while I'm looking around is that there's actually something pretty weird going on. And that the houses are a wild mix of time periods. Like, honestly, a pretty gargantuan split of different times. So, right, we've got log cabin. Which, you know, screams 19th century. To an almost embarrassing extent. Then we've got these big wattle up houses with thatch roofs, which to me more than early modern says medieval. Right, you could say as late as Elizabethan, you know, early 17th century, but I'd push a little bit older than that. On principle, I found it in the lighthouse with these like weird hybrid, like can't decide if it's American colonial or early modern Dutch lighthouses. I think probably should go American colonial here. But still. Along with barrels of what appears to be unambiguously gunpowder. Just super unambiguously have gunpowder will travel. I don't know what else a red barrel marked XX is supposed to be. That wasn't the button I wanted that one. Oh, this is awkward. How are you guys doing? Q? I'm getting shoved up the wall, and so cannot use abilities. Quality zombie AI right there. Also, zombies. As like the main thing. Not just a main thing, like definitively the main thing. Shh. No one saw anything. Oh. Well, that's bad. I don't even know where we've gotten. It looks pretty, though. Looks gorgeous. Well, hello. Retreating. Take that. That would be very funny. That would be very funny, AC. Right? A painting power game where if you paint any barrel red, it functions. We play by Warhammer rules, and since you know, just painting a different color makes it do stuff. Except instead of making red go faster, we make red go boom. And so red just goes boom. You just like tripped. You okay? Also, hang on, I just want to appreciate our hat. I just want to appreciate our outfit for a moment. 'Cause, moi. Look at how absolutely absurd we look. Absolutely insane. Yeah, you think I'm trying to trade with you. I'm in fact not trying to trade with you. I'm just vibing. Now you're fine. At least be than half timber on the side of the house. Oh, okay. Fair enough. You're taking a nap and you're fishing? You're an NPC. Neat. I guess we'll go to use someone else because I can't learn how to fish yet. Absolutely wild. By the way, those giant orbs out in the middle of nowhere remind me of something, and I can't place what. Chat, do any of you have a vibe? See, technically, I can stand behind big heavy weapons go thunk, but in every game I play, I am a fast stabby boy. First and foremost. Every time. My first playthrough, I almost always go for a rapier or rapier-like. So Dark Souls, it was S-Stock first, because S-Stock is a high-tier weapon. It's not, it's garbage. The S-Stock is absolute garbage. But it felt high-tier. The reminder is to Destiny. Well, that's fair. Also, yes, these are banana trees. Just kind of vibing. So many things that just sort of exist, and we're supposed to not question. Oh good, more herbs. What do the herbs... So the herbs have given us more cinnamon! Shoutouts to Cinnabar for totally existing, and definitely not being just hyssop. That is poorly portrayed. Like, on the one hand, I totally get that you cannot do that. On the other hand, right, I totally get that you can't have all of the different things that all these different materials grow on. On the other hand, you're cowards and should absolutely have all the things that all the materials grow on. And on the other hand, part 2, with more seriousness, the ecology of this game is immediately, utterly whack. Right? Rarely have I seen such a bizarre ecology, even in an MMO. While I don't play a lot of them, so the sample size here is real small, it's like, they're at a point where they feel like they ought to have some representation of actual, you know, some combination of American, and it is primarily New World, plants. Like black walnuts, banana trees. Elm? No. Maybe? I recognize it, but I can't place it. A New World I do not think has a parry system, no. Ah, yes. You know, famous Viking gear, breastplate with a conquistador kettle helm. Wait. But I'm on your team. Is that what's going on? We're in the middle of staging a coup from the Covenant. Gotcha. And yeah, they've got nutmeg, but yeah, exactly. The other problem, you're exactly right, AC, is that they are doing so much to link this to the real world, which is terrifying, and they should not have done. Right, that was a real bold play that they definitely should not have gone for, because, oh my god, why would you go for that? Right? That is 100% walking up to have a giant cell phone for no particular reason. Nobody asked you to do this, and so you didn't have to. You didn't have to do the thing that owns yourself. But here we are. Also, I'm not sure why we can't use a shield while we're using a rapier. I'm just gonna throw that out there. Like, it's here. I've got it equipped. I'm actually gonna unequip it though, because it looks silly. And so instead, we're gonna just have... Okay, 3, 2, 1 ethics violations? Chat, take your bets. Ethics violation, yes, no. Woohoo! We have lilac dye. Uh-huh. Why did you give me the... Thank you. Thank you. We have those. We've got a whole bunch of stuff to do. Or that we could do, I should say. Syndicate as Chef Paul Guerrero. Limited cache of valuable items. Greymane Wolves. Okay. We're just not gonna do that. We have to complete a faction mission. Ah, dang it. Stupid plot. Stupid plot. I don't know. Enemy level range. Difficulty solo, enemy level range 9. Well then, fine. We'll do this. We'll do that one. Okay? No, that's not what I want to do. Where is it? 3? 3. 800 meters away. So we got some walking time here. So unfortunately they didn't say, so we cannot make adjudication as to how many ethics board violations there are. But given that they're being shady about it, I think it's safe to say that we do, in fact, have some ethics violations. Oh, I wanted to check. Lilac dye? Lilac dye. Where are you? Lilac dye? I want to see if I can color... this. Obviously. I want to see if I can dye this. No? I cannot dye that. I can make my ankle... Oh my god, that's pretty atrocious. Secondary? Where does the secondary show up? No. Ooh, we can be real egregious. So... Okay. Okay. Pink stockings or pink shoes? The most serious questions. The most serious questions here. Pink stockings or pink shoes? Stockings? Also, pink gloves? We only have one. Okay, pink stockings, pink shoes, or pink gloves? Because we only have one dye, apparently. So we can either do the gloves or the stockings. Either way, we are going bold on the fashion statements here. Still stockings? Gotcha. Ta-da. Good lord. We have a tan hat with a green hatband and lilac and white flowers. A green doublet with a red sash and a lilac collar. Black gloves, black trousers, black shoes, and lilac stockings. I mean, the sash already breaks several rules, right? That sash is one color too many on this outfit. So... But that's okay. Stealth is for absolute suckers. Also, this is where we point out that the outfits for the Syndicate are by and large, right, at least for these Syndicate NPCs we've seen so far, appear to be low tier. In that they are all shady Dark Brotherhood people who do stuff. Yes, fine, we will upgrade the things. We will upgrade the stuff because you have asked us to do the stuff. More int. Also, didn't I get something in like achievements or something? I don't remember. I seem to remember that there was a something. Oh, I see. I know where all the crappy things came from. all of the crappy ones, period, are from here. There we go. Claim all. Thank you. That's what I was looking for. Well, that's fair. Go away, go away, go away. Shiny. I am insufficiently good at picking flowers. What's wrong with me? Hey, don't mind me. You're fine. See? You're fine. Alright. See ya, Blue. We'll be back Friday with more Castlevania. $400 more meters to go. Ugh, as we go over this again. Huh? Also, I don't even get experience for those anymore. Wild. Absolutely wild. Yeah, Symphony of the Night for Halloween all month long on Fridays. Yeah, I'm not even getting any, like, gathering experience off of those. Grim. Oh well. Really? The boar's hide is too thick. Shame. We're getting close, though. We're finally getting... Oh. Hey, don't mind me. You're fine. See? You're fine. Ow. Darn it, of course that was two of you. Ow. Well, there was a funky thing happening in there. Thank you for helping with the new... Thank you for the random person who had early... Aww. Sad. I'm slowly gaining material, but for right now it looks like it's looking an awful like the main thing I'm gathering is experience and not a lot else. Here's the problem with I have to like do things to level them that all RPGs do. Right, is that it's really easy to get yourself into a too high of an area. And then where do you find yourself? Having to gather a quadrillion hyssop in order to be able to maybe possibly do something eventually. Also, I'm mega encumbered, which is not ideal. Oh, we get saffron! Wait. Sorry, chat. You all saw that, right? They use the same thing as hyssop for saffron. You know, that famously blue flower. Well known to be blue. Also, I need to discard a bunch of crap. What do I even discard? Like, what's actually weighing me down? Apparel is mostly. And then a bunch of cooking stuff, apparently. Not sure what of it does, but, you know, those are easy to get. Those are very easy to get, so I'm not worried about it. Don't mind me, Boar. Those are very easy to get. Uh, 6.4 weight? Yeah, that's fine. There we go. Hooray! We have level 5 in a place. Oh, I hope these weapons don't break. If this weapon has non-repairable gear, I'm gonna be real mad. Because there's no reason to ever have non-repairable gear. Almost. Let me say that to almost, because there is. Every once in a blue moon. Every once in a blue moon, there is a good reason to have non-repairable weapons. But I have a feeling this isn't that kind of game. Hey, shh, you're fine. Don't be like this. Ugh, I wish that. Where do you go? There you are. Oh, we got Azoth. I don't know what Azoth does, but we got it. How very fancy. Anyway, straight up the hill. Oh, wait, we're actually doing a PvE event. Oh, I have 196 wood. I wonder if that's part of why I'm so, encumbered, to put it mildly. I wonder if 100S... If 100 wood helps cause that as a problem. What? Oh, crap. Swish? Whiff that. Can't believe I keep whiffing that. Hey, more rapier mastery. Let's buy that right away because that's real good. Gain grit. I don't know what grit does, but cool. Oh wow, we went all in on blood and none in on grace. Well, that's fair. That's a very unsurprising event. How do I get up there? Video game. Video game, if you expect me to like hardcore parkour, I will, but I won't be happy about it. I'm awfully exposed up here. Okay, that is too tall. That is in fact too tall to make it up, but I can make it up this one. Can I make it up this one then? Hey! We're doing it! Totally not intended. Clearly not intended. Yeah, AC, I think it's a mangrove? But I was like, please be something else. I'm just really hoping it's something else. Because, yeah, that's not speaking too kindly to the design decisions underlying this world state. If they're like, hey, you know what's the absolute perfect tree to put halfway up a hill? An aquatic tree. Either that or it says something, either says something very stupid or very interesting, and I'm not sure which. Right? Like, I feel like the answer is mostly stupid, but potentially interesting. But mostly stupid. Shame. No getting up that way. I'll have to go up here instead. Also, I once again question if video game developers have seen Flint at any point in their lives. Because I swear not a single video game developer... No, that's not true. Valheim gets pretty close. But very few video game developers actually have a single dang Greymane Wolves. Those are what I'm looking for. Hooray. Now please tell me you dropped the right loot. Do you not drop the loot? Will I have to like loot it all? Actually like put in effort to loot it? I will have to put in... oh, crap. Fine. Why can I not get rid of like... some of this useless... I can. Okay. Let me get rid of a bunch of this. So let's split that stack. Yes. Cool. Goodbye. I am now not encumbered. Because I got rid of a bunch of useless ass wood. Success. An indubitable success. Wolf? Wolf? I don't know. I'm mostly struck... my opinion on the portrayal of environments in this game is mostly... mostly dubious. We pull... oh, cool. We got a few other people around. What level are we? Does it say? I don't remember. I have no idea what level we are. We are level 11. Well, that's fair. Not generally too worried. Thank you, sir. Are we gonna do that? Are we doing this? Here. Let me switch to the better support. Like, who goes hammer spear? That's like two bad weapons in a row. Well, this town's super ruined. Maybe there's something sweet in there over there, though. Look at that! Jolly cooperation. Or something. I don't know, you're clearly a tank, so... I just want to go see what's in the shiny. Oh. I seem to have run out of, mana? And a supply crate. Well, that gave me nothing. That gave me absolutely nothing. What a waste. All that effort for a result of hello, let me just use all my abilities. Well, that's fair. He did kind of... Ow. Oh, wow. Provisions crate. Surprising. Cheese bait. You know, because I totally... When I think of how best to catch fish, I think of cheese. Universally, exclusively, think of cheese. Oh, sir? What in the name of leather tents are these? I suppose I should kill the wolf I'm supposed to first, but I'm suddenly very concerned. Oh yes, no, that's totally what I wanted to do. Wool, grey mane, wool, there. I feel concerned. Well, okay. A-frame. Mummy with knife. That's probably not the takeaway I should have, but mummy with knife. Ow. Thank you, sir. Wait, did you just stab me with a carving? Did you just stab me with a butcher's knife? Huh. Okay, I'm still not... Well, you made that easy for me. I get all the benefit with none of the work. Okay, with a medium amount of the work. Hooray! We're encumbered. Let me just like vibe on out of here. No, we'll just discard this. We're good. Ow. Sir. Sir, why just stabbing me with these knives that are not able to stab? Why is that working? We did in fact get a great axe. Which means if you guys want to force me to use the great axe, you can force me to use the great axe. Remember, it's the low cost of 1,200 channel points. Ow. I see my attachment to the ground is fairly questionable at times. Actually, let's take a look at what we got. Because we also got this. Reveler Mask of the Druid. Yes, we will buy... Oh. What in the... What in the who's-a-whats? I mean, it's not very good armor. It's got good constitution boosts, it's got good intelligence boosts, so good health, good smarts. But, so, the style of mask is itself fine. I don't know that I feel totally on board saying that, but, right, it's not too different from, say, a Carnival mask, or any of those early modern through modern period Italian festivities. So, as far as that goes, that's probably fine. I don't love it on a blue tricorn hat. That feels a bit dopey. But very much in line with, say, Poe's aesthetic of, say, Mask of Red Death or something like that. It just doesn't go with our outfit. And we all know Fashion Souls is the most important. See, that also doesn't go with our outfit in the slightest. They just really don't. We could go for the very flat leather hat. That tells us we are, Thank you, yes. Totally what I wanted you to stand. Anyway, that says, you know, we are either a Quaker or a witch hunter. Or we could keep our hat. This is going for Diablo style addenda on the druids, of the druid part, right? So the of the druid refers to the +4 constitution, +2 intelligence. So as we upgrade things, it's going to change its vibe to have various different modifiers of people. And so they just went druids. What are druids? Smart people, live in forests, probably pretty good at survival. Constitution. Didn't have to think about that one any harder than that. We did, however, also get told the life staff of the duelist, which has dexterity and focus, or the great axe of the soldier. And we also got the flat bow of the sentry. So, an improved bow, so let's bind that to us. And great axe. Just because we can. Now what's this? Oh, that attack's way faster than I thought it would. I was expecting some high value, chunky swings. Well, we'll run through the incredibly cursed town on the way through. Ow. Hey, we're good. Didn't even take damage. And we'll see what this axe can do for us, and maybe see if we can level it a bit. Because it did give me +9 strength. +9 strength. And then Enfeebling Maelstrom. So if we can hit them with one of the attacks that we don't have yet, we'll unlock some stuff. In the meantime, who's ready for some super cursed? Who's ready for some super cursed ecology, as the rabbits seem to not give a shit about the zombies. The zombies seem to not give a shit about the rabbits. And while it's not as bad as, say, wolves and turkeys living next to each other, still is pretty bad, actually. Turns out. Surprise. Now let's try and level this thing. Come and get me! Nailed it. Nailed it. Ow. Ugh. Dumb poison. Great Axe Mastery 2. See, we're doing good. Ow. 2, 3. Grinding. The funnest part of any stream. What in the 19th century scarecrow? Or, I won't hesitate to even say 19th century. What in the candy forest or modern apple orchard scarecrow is going on there? I mean, I don't know if every axe in the game is double-bitted, but certainly this one is double-bitted, so, have fun. I know it's not that double-bitted axes never exist. It's just that they're by and large not bad. They're in no way, shape, or form superior or more worth than just, Do I want to know? Do I want to know what they were thinking? True, they did manage to at least harvest all the grain, despite it being not grain harvesting season. By the way, also, yeah, there are ripe pumpkins. What about this expanse suggests that it's October to anyone? Right, we're not that far south. We're not that far south. Like, we are north of the island of Hispaniola, supposedly. Maybe. Probably. I think. So we are in a theoretically, like, quasi-tropical climate.
I greet your wisdom and mutual respect,
Okay, completed. Hooray. Hooray. We did the thing. Oh, look at that. Territory influence growing. Quite far. Enemy level range are all 13. Ah, that's a purge. Gotcha. Well, we're fine to at least... We don't need to do syndicate advancement yet. We can just go talk to Gladys. Hello. In Gilbert... Oh good, this is the sequel to Magnets. In Gilbert's final book, he makes reference to a mysterious fifth... It's not that mysterious! Game. Alchemy. What is alchemy? In Gilbert's final book, he makes reference to a mysterious fifth essence, quintessence, one that links all bodies together in harmony, for the heaven of philosophers, as of theologians, must be gentle, happy, and tranquil, and not at all subject to changes. I seek to discover whether Azoth might be the universal ether on which magnets interact, that invisible yet measurable force. Or is Azoth a new tool for the aforementioned interaction, granting the bearer a new form of manipulating this ether which was otherwise forgotten? Perhaps the properties of magnets crafted from eternum mind material are different in their effect. The miners that let us pick have spoken of quality ore from their mines. I wonder if there's something out by there. I didn't see what rewards there were. Let's see.
I greet you in wisdom and
Yeah, shush. 5 rewards. We can get a longsword. We can get a coat. Well, we don't have nearly enough stuff for any of this, but you understand the point. We can get a fancy-ass coat. We can get a breastplate. We can get an occultist seal. 2 int and con. Okay. Instead of these doing like strength and con, or dex and con, we'll switch it to int and con. A minor rune of holding. Pants. Crazy ass jacket. Better arrows. Okay. Healing elixir, mana elixir. A barbarian seal. An adept helmet, adept gloves. Hand covers. Warhammers. Ooh, that headwear. That headwear is a choice though. Like, that is not headwear, that is just, oh, okay, I mean, it is headwear, but it's just a wig. And guns, because you can cast gun in this game. So we are finally getting into a little bit of the...
well, I've been hearing good things about you in your
Uh-huh.
I think you chose well in your allegiance.
Uh-huh. So, what's the update on the rest of the Sitch? Also, have you been partaking of your own stock, sir? Okay. Sure. We can go right back to where we were, because apparently that's what they're growing, is barley. There's a lot of Morians in this game, you are correct. Which, by the way, as a note for people catching the VOD, when I say Kettlehelm, I'm using a generic name there for what are in fact specifically called Morions in early modern open helm type. That is what Conquistadors wore and was widely adopted beyond that, thanks to colonial influence and them appearing successful. So it wound up being quite popular in the 17th and early 18th centuries. Gather barley. Dayspring barley, where are you? Yeah, I heard you. Don't think I didn't hear that music change. Ow. God dang it. Sir. 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 So there's barley around somewhere. Okay, so this still looks like X tier, like summertime, late spring, early summertime. So why do we have barley crops? Ooh, what is loot? Give loot. Forsaken longsword of the somebody or other. I mean, I guess it makes sense, right? That one of the... I feel like I don't know where the barley is supposed to be. Ah. Too slow. Far too slow. Great axes! Okay. Maelstrom. And I guess that. We'll just get 2 abilities. Oh. Well, I whiffed. I whiffed. I'm supposed to be gathering barley from around here, aren't I? There's barley. Found it. Out in this very conveniently packaged field that we commented on earlier. Nah, it takes the longest time to harvest, doesn't it? I suppose that makes sense. Fetch quests. Happy day. It's fine. It is not really a big deal. That was bad. So close. Game's very fun. Game's very pretty too. Now let's see if we can just, you know, not do dumb things on the way back. What? I heard someone yelling. Why did I hear someone yelling? Yeah, I hear you yelling. I know to expect you. And by the way, this is the actual reason why they put a ship on the very top of the city, even though it's objectively absurd. Actually quite helpful. Meanwhile, I'll be honest, we haven't really made progress on the question of how colonialism is this video game. Like, we really haven't made a lot of progress on that topic. We haven't not made progress, but we also have not made progress. Because, frankly, right, we're still just running around the same area, which is still very clearly Euro, right? I think every NPC except one has been definitely white. The one didn't look particularly Korean, despite supposedly actually being. So not really making a lot of... That's another new quest, isn't it? Yeah, up here that's another new quest. We'll take that. We'll pick them up. Uh-huh. Right, this guy's super Scottish. Hence why we had all the exploding things. Hence why we had all the exploding things over there earlier. Yep. Makes sense. Definitely wise. Definitely not going to go horribly wrong for anyone. Definitely not. This is the inn, not the bar. Why are those two different buildings? This feels inefficient. Puppy? Oh. Seriously, did I straight up lose the... where did... I have lost track of where the bar is. Yes, yes we did. Yes we did. You were in the first area of the game, sir. You may want to...
You're like a real friend. It's been a long time. If so, you don't seem like I'm imposing if I ask. See, the thing is,
Uh-huh.
cooking recipe, it's just not well suited for this amazing party. There was this chef Giroux in Hilltop.
Uh-huh.
The most amazing recipe. Hilltop's gone corrupted nearby.
Uh-huh.
Recipe and some Hilltop hogs, that would be the best thing.
Sir, you know, you're not supposed to drink while on the job, right? Like, OSHA gets excited when you do that. Honestly. Constable Oaks, where are you? Main quest, main quest, main quest, big main quest. Some people choose the craziest places to sleep. Hello. That does sound urgent to me. Okay. Okay. Sure. Search the listed areas. Well, that's the closest one. So let's go do those and then we will call it a day. In the meantime, right, we still haven't really figured out much of anything about the extent, or indeed presence, of grand colonialist enterprises in this game. Because one thing we're not doing at the moment that is somewhat significant, right? We make camps. But outside of settlements, right, you apparently don't want to be claiming your own spot of land. The only places where you can buy things are in previously urbanized areas. Which is a significant deviation from the Americana dream of nonsense colonialism. I suppose I should have probably done something about the fact that I'm full up on inventory weight again. Oh yes, definitely. Whoa. Huh? What the heck happened there? Kaboom. Well, that wasn't jank at all, we promise. Oh yeah, they got a whole bunch... Like, the ecology here is a hot mess. It's vaguely tropical, but also not sensible. Ecosystems don't work. Ecosystems perpetually, constantly respawn. And we have, like, temperate wildflowers next to mangroves. But the way we interact with that right now is pretty... honestly, pretty limited. Right? Because I focus a lot more on the ecological devastation that is a fairly obligatory part of what we are doing right now. if it seemed like there was any attention paid towards it, or if there was anything interesting to say about it. But since everything regrows in a matter of minutes, it's hard to really point out and go, oh yes, you know, this is, without a doubt, definitely super meaningful environmental interactions. I mean, it still is meaningful, right? Don't get me totally wrong here. In that it's always meaningful to think about the ways in which people interact with the world around them. And it's a super useful way for history. It's a thing I do all the time. But it's also a thing that's super useful to think about game mechanics. But the tools the game has given us are actually quite limited for the most part. Like, we're not winning any prizes here for the way we're attempting to interact with the world, because it's all basic survival game stuff, right? We're cutting down trees, but we're not cutting down on a scale to ever be impactful, or to a scale where we ever have to think about the consequences of that, because the world state is fundamentally a non-impactful variant of that. So it's like we're doing environmentally colonialist actions, but in a context that makes them non-destructive? And I don't think we can say that there is inherent weight to the, I don't think we can inherently say that there is weight to these actions, because nothing exists in a vacuum. Things don't exist free of context. And in a context where you can perfectly sustainably, infinitely utilize natural resources, is it actually unethical to do so? I don't know that I can truly answer that as yes. Right, within a historical context of the 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th centuries, 100% massively environmentally destructive. Fundamentally totally altering the state of the world ecologically on a global scale. But in a fiction where that's not true in any meaningful way, I don't know I can actually say that that's the bad thing. I don't know I can actually say that that's something bad. It's peculiar. It's extremely peculiar. Also, we are right up on the border of out of. Literally right on the border. Can we actually, we may try and collect these casks while we're going through. Yeah. Thank you, Withered. Oh, we're so close to level 12. Still got hit with a disease. Unlucky. Also, yeah, like, we're in a world space where disease literally, like, is a status effect that lasts 10 seconds and then you're done. Right? 10 seconds and then we're done. Oh, is that turnip? No, it's corn. Level 12! Okay. Now this is a supply crate. That isn't what I was looking for. I was looking for the gunpowder. Yeah, I shouldn't have done that. Ah, crap. Well, I can actually discard reasonably. Let's split this stack. Split. Thank you. Discard. Yeah. Don't even worry about it. Alright, this in the hope it will never be read that our defense will prove sufficient against the weather. They do not sleep, they do not think, they only mindlessly charge of us. That was one of Leonidas' men must have, defending the unending attacks of Thermopylae. The only difference is that for us there is no end in sight, no limit to the numbers we must attempt to cut down as our numbers dwindle. Okay. So, how are these urbanized settlements, or... Urbanized is probably too strong? Well then. That was extremely... extremely rude. Azoth has been found so far in a liquid form. Cool. And then you found solidified Azoth. By the way, we get sand flux from the interior of this crate, which has a journal with some sealed scrolls in it. God, I want to get a better image of that. See if there's anything actually interesting to be said or done there. 'Cause, hurrah for books. Ow. Strictly unnecessary. Like, y'all don't need to be chasing me. It's fine. Jerk. Jerks. But yeah, no, they're just infinitely spawning from places and stuff. You know, like animals do. They'll just pop up in a poof and then they'll come back down. Right, killing that rabbit does nothing. It's just, I have no need to, so I won't. Oh, stop it. That brown rabbit? Yep, no need. No need to do anything there. Don't worry about me, don't worry about me. Everything's fine, you're all fine. We're all fine. Ugh. How annoying. How annoying. That wasn't what I was looking for. Wasn't at all what I was looking for. Where's the gunpowder? I'm looking for the explosives only. Not that this is a good idea, but it is what was a good idea. It's the idea we are going for. There's one, there's two. That gives me 5 of the 6. Anyone remember where the 6th one is? Oh yeah, I should actually like do my level ups. Those seem helpful. Just like on principle. Softwood prairies. Thank you. Well, any idea what the last one is? So there's a glowy blue light. There's a glowy blue light over there. That seems good enough to me. Oh, I guess I didn't do that, did I? Oh, stop it. You're fine. Oh, stop it. You're fine. Great axe. Let's grab that. Ah, boo. Gunpowder cake. With all of these explosives, let's turn on those quests, and then we will be called a night, I think. This is definitely not a good idea, but that's fine. We'll go for it anyway. And then we also, I think, also had a weapon. We have a weapon pack, don't we? Also, we have one of these. I don't even know what this does. +8 Constitution. Yeah, that makes sense. Spear of the Battle Mage. Well, that... somehow opening the box... So apparently, opening the box wound up encumbering me. Where having the box closed before did not. So I guess I deserve that. We're just gonna like slow roll, because we shouldn't be fighting anything all the way across here. So we should be good to just slow roll our way all the way back. Surprisingly, we are not yet at any ethics violations. The ethics committees have looked at what we have done and decided that there's not enough of it either way to particularly care. Now, we might be trying to blow up some zombies with gunpowder soon, which is probably a bad plan. So, meh. We have plenty of time, plenty of game left to do this. You also missed me mostly just rambling about, like, environmental stuff. And the question of, you know, what are ethics in a world of truly infinite resources? Because we're certainly not getting any particular any particular contextualized violation on the way through. We also with the challenge from the beginning of the game, of the stream, of were there any NPCs who are people of color? Arguably the town artificer is Korean. His name certainly suggests he's Korean. I don't get that sense from his physical model, but I'm also not going to make the judgment off of physical traits because that is racial essentializing. There's no real need to do that. Right? I don't need to engage in that. I can say his name suggests he's Korean, and we can just let it be at that. So, 1, arguably. But otherwise, very much a Euro-dominated, which is what I expected. Right, because pretty much everything we've seen written down so far is Euro. Every scrap of writing we've gotten is Euro. The entire aesthetic here is Euro. And yet... This feels probably bad. Well, that'll unlock eventually, I guess. And we will continue attempting... we'll have to get over there eventually, but first I need to go find the storage chest so I can put away my things. Oh, we got it somewhere. We got it up on top of the mountain, I think. I think that's where we were. So there's another quest over there we could pick up. Now I'm getting into the classic RPG problem of, let me just do random quests. We're not going to just do random quests, we're going to actually drop some things off. And then we're going to go, actually this is the Korean guy, so let's walk past him. And then we can try and also make some stuff, would be a way we could use making stuff as a way to get around our, you know, slow walking problem.
Regardless of who's in charge here, my loyalty will always be to the people of First Light. Yes, the critical thing is to work together to ensure our health. Folks is focused on procuring supplies for the siege. The timber is sound, but the iron bindings are many decades old and rusted. If you could find some appetite for Len's Pick.
So we'll have to go back up to Len's Pick eventually. But we're also going to try and, you know, make some of these. We can make 21 of these, so we can see if that does anything. Level 10. See if those weigh less, I guess? They should weigh less. Leather should weigh less than rawhide. Yeah, leather... Turns out, leather weighs much less than rawhide. Really, I don't have any water. Well, that explains our problem. Let's go get some water. Now that we can run fast again. Yeah. A double bit axe of this size is, as far as I know, never attested historically. But that's not really of this size is not the same statement as period. Right. We got very few axes with this size head would exist anywhere ever. Because, turns out, that weighs about, like, I don't know, a lot of pounds. We'll just say a lot of pounds and leave it at that. Ooh. So, that's kind of a problem. It seems that we have no particular fast way to make these. But I guess we can see if we can... Well, we don't have any fire motes, so... And we don't have any life motes, so... Oh. What a time. What a time. Quick. Over to the smelter. See if we can make something else, I guess. Iron ingots are hopefully lighter than the ore. You know, that's usually how, like, logic works. It would make sense to me. Oh. Well, that's fair. Nope, they are lighter, they're just not much lighter. None of these make sense to be making, because I don't have enough... I don't have any cloth to do any of those. So, in lieu of that... we'll add the vial of ectoplasm, and we will add 15 Azoth. And we'll make ourselves another rapier. Actually, those are not... None of those are turning out super fab, but that's fine. We will still pretend. +5 con, +2 intelligence, and siphoning blow gives us mana. Like, clearly, that is the best use of our time and resources, is to make yet another rapier. Because it's definitely not just, you know, +2 strength, +2 focus. This is actually a better one for us. I'll be honest, this one is just legitimately better. On all counts. Than the one we've got, so we may try and salvage the other rapier. Actually, I don't remember how to do that. The one of the monk is salvage. There we go. Oh, and we've got 2 things here. 74 slash, 79 slash is bound. It's not bound. So that's just a Forsaken one. +2 dex, +1 con. Not helpful. Not super helpful. Salvage. Nay. Why can I not... Grr. Why can I not, like, stack these better? That's fine. Oh, because these are not the same thing. That would be why. They are not at all the same thing. Makes some sense. I suppose that... Oh, that lightened us up. Breaking those apart lightened us up enough to be able to move on. Over to the kitchen. Gotta say, this game... There's no kitchen over here. Why did I think there was a kitchen over here? Where is there a kitchen? Is it down here? There may be something down here. These are workshops. Ah, good. We can make some... Make like 100 of these, which would be good. Well, I say that, but replacing our iron stuff, our iron, or our flint tools with iron tools would also be good, so... Let's make one of those. Oh, gather speed, up 1%. Wild. Let's turn those into stone blocks, because, I don't know. I guess it helps. And then storage. Perfect. We can maybe actually, I don't know, do something? Salvage. 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 Salvage? Nah. I'll just throw some of these away. Into storage. What's heavy? That's the other question. What's actually heavy that I've got? Big giant stone blocks. That'll do most of it. Now 173. Weapons are the main thing. Weapons truly are the main thing I've got going on. There we go. That seems for the most part fine now. At least gives us a little bit of space to work with. Alright, CAC. We are also just about to wrap it up. So, I think the play here, you guys certainly let me know if you disagree. I am certainly welcome for that. But my sense of what we should be doing going forward for New World is that we'll keep revisiting this week after week. But rather than worrying about trying to play sort of in order,
Why is it that in times of trouble, people are so quick to doubt their
Uh-huh.
leaders? I suppose I will never understand. Of course, I am.
Uh-huh.
There is. Long ago, the people of Forlac seeded their lakes with a
Wild.
Well, that was fast. Oh, Sam, you haven't been yet. Fish from Forlac, chocolate from Metters.
Wild. Okay. How's the territory progression doing? 20% there, 20% there. And there's no active lifestyle there. Okay. So, yeah, going forward, I think it doesn't necessarily make sense to be playing this through linearly like it's a full Let's Play. In fact, I'd go so far as to suggest it's very likely the case that that doesn't make sense. So, if it's alright with you lot, and let me know, VOD in the comments, or on Discord, or on Twitter, or wherever else. You can find all the links to all those places in the About section of the Twitch page, or in the description of the YouTube video. But I will try and just kind of keep playing forward. We can skip around to areas, just kind of wander around, do stuff during the stream time. Do some quests, see if we can find some other cultures than just, hey look, it's Euro. It's obviously Euro. So, also though, I am hoping to be able to start up a thing soon wherein I bring on people, guests, etc. on from various fields to talk about their interactions with colonialism, since that is still the ongoing question of this thing. Right. The ongoing question of this game is to what extent does it think about colonialism, engage with colonialism, respond to the fact that this looks pretty colonialist. Because right now the answer seems to be it doesn't. Just in general, it seems to be that it doesn't. But there still is plenty of room and space for that to change, so, either through, like, doing, like, raids through ruins, or other stuff, different settlements, etc., random ass quests. Hopefully bring on people to talk about how their academic fields are engaging with colonialism, and what on earth any of that actually means in the context of the game, maybe a little bit. I don't know. Otherwise, though, I hope you all enjoyed this, and will, if you did, make sure you follow if you're watching the VOD. I don't know why you'd be on the page if you hadn't followed, but, you know, if you haven't, do consider following to be notified for all the other streams. Check out the YouTube channel, that's linked in the About section, for video essays and the VODs for all of these, for anything you missed. And I hope you'll consider joining us on Friday for Symphony of the Night. Continuing. Did I get myself stuck? I better not have gotten myself stuck. Now we can just climb up here. We good. So let's get back to the inn, I guess? Is this the inn? This looks inn-flavored.
You've become a real regular around here, haven't you?
Sweet. So,
Are you more of a town?
yeah, that's all I've got for this stream. This has been New World. We have been dressed rather egregiously, if we're honest. And I will catch you all on Friday. Good night.